Hey everybody, just checking in, I guess around 5 weeks after my latest treatment of prolotherapy slash PRP, probably my last one, just because lifestyle is going to be changing relatively soon. Anyway, wanted to go over everything that was treated and also just wanted to report how I'm feeling, because it was a very extensive treatment. Might have been a little too, might have reached a little too far. Going down the body. First was the upper trap at the clavicle, the fascial pulley on the almohyoid at the clavicle. These two things very tender still, but my neck feels a lot better, and the pain and discomfort that I felt is definitely better. Everything is still tight. I think that's residual from the trauma because I'm still healing. I'm not too worried. Like I think things will continue to get better and hopefully it will go away. So here, and then also the left internal oblique and transverse abdominis near the septation. So that's been going on. My oblique is still pretty weak. Being that I'm past the 5th week, I've been reintroducing exercises, reintroduced exercises on the 4th week. And I've just been doing stuff like a little bit of side plank for like 20 seconds on each side, stuff like that. And it's still very, very weak. My core is still not quite sure how to operate with these new muscles. So that was the oblique, and then moving further down to my lower back, this is where the stuff really gets fun. Treated, actually, I'm with the back, everything is listed from bottom up, so I'm gonna read it like that. On the right side, he addressed my QL, my MLF. I don't know which muscle the MLF is, so I'm gonna have to look that up. And the iliacostalis at the L5 transverse process. Also on the right side, he treated my L5-S1 and L4-L5 facet. Then he also treated my left L5-S1, L4-L5, and L3-L4 facet. So left side was a little more messed up than the right side. He also treated the left multifidus at L5-S1. That was very... When he numbed that area, that muscle, that was very weird, and like, whoa, my body is more stable, like balancing felt different. Things felt very different because the multifidus is actually pretty important with standing and balance. And so that was the lower back. So L5-S1 to L3-L4 facets were treated, as well as various muscles like the iliacostalis and QL and multifidus on either sides. Not symmetrical, never symmetrical. So then we're going, so we've done my neck, we've done my side, my oblique and transverse, and then we've done my back, and then he treated my hip, my right hip. So that was the right obturator externus at the ischium and the adjacent adductor magnus origin MTJ. So he also treated the right psoas tendon at the insertion. That is important and not too surprising because of what hurt, raising my knee to my chest. Raising my knee to my chest. And also treated the right obturator externus tendon at the MTJ posterior femur. So he treated the right obturator externus tendon and muscle as, so that was my hip, and now it, like with my adductor magnus being treated, that has really helped with squatting, that's really helped with leaning over. I don't have this pain in my groin like I did. So that is all that was treated. All in all, like a lot of things. Yesterday, I saw my massage therapist, and she was blown away by how I felt, and not necessarily in a good way. Like she was just amazed at the vast difference in how I presented, what was tight, what was glued together, and also was amazed at the severity of how bad things were. Like, she was like, Adam, one, if I was blindfolded, I wouldn't have said this is you, that you feel completely different than how you've ever presented before. And two, I would also say, if I hadn't known that you had this treatment, I would say that you have some neurological issues, because that's what it feels like. And that kind of makes sense, because my, central nervous system is not used to being able to operate correctly. My internal oblique, my transverse abdominis, my obturator externus, my adductor magnus, my QL, my multifidus, my iliocaustalis, my transverse process, my MLF, my omohyoid and upper trap. Like, those are all muscles that just got treated. And all of that had me jacked up, and suddenly now I'm not jacked up, and that requires a completely different method of operating. It's affecting my gait, I can tell. It's affecting just everything. Everything is working better, but differently. So now that it's working differently, my brain, nervous system is a little confused. Like, what the F? This is not how it always was. So she wasn't concerned, but that just shows the severity of what's going on with me, and how much is changing, because a lot was addressed. She also made me very, very sore. And so my hammies are ridiculous. It's, sore to the touch kind of thing. I've been doing Pilates to try to work on my core, to try to work on everything. A lot of isolateral work. I haven't touched a barbell yet. I've been doing a lot of Indian club stuff. Love Indian clubs. Another thing that she noted, my massage therapist, is that it definitely feels like I'm still healing, that I'm still recovering. So that has reinforced me to be conservative in reintroducing exercises and stuff. So maybe next week I'll start to do some barbell work, just because I'm dying on the inside without it. And we'll definitely try to introduce track, because track is more about moving and stuff, and at least the warm-ups and drills that we do. I might not actually sprint, but we'll see how that goes. But 5 weeks out, got all those things treated. Because all those things were treated, I'm still recovering. I think this is a really big step in going towards my goal of being pain-free while just, sitting. So this is Adam, signing off.